Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. Silver, can you put a price on peace? That's the subject of tonight's video. This is a peace dollar, indeed, and it's a wonderful example here. Brilliant uncirculated. I actually got it for a pretty decent price considering today's silver prices. If you look at the silver melt value of this coin as of today, it is about $14.19, and I paid $17 for it. And for a brilliant uncirculated coin. Now, 1922 is by no means a year that is rare in the peace dollar world. This is the year that this coin was minted, 1922. It's the second year of issue. There were 51,737,000 of these minted. And at 0.7735 ounces, it's not obviously, it's just over a 3/4 ounce of silver. But nonetheless, it is a fine example here that we've got, and I think it's one of those coins. I think that it's got a lot of, it's rich in history because it not only does it sort of harken back to an age of the Roaring '20s, a very successful decade, but really I think it's a testament to American ingenuity. And not only the fact that we've come out of what was known at the time as the Great War, World War I, but also it is a time of economic recovery that we started to see basically essentially the free markets taking over after what would have been probably the first Great Depression in 1919. And so by this particular time, we started to see the Roaring '20s take root. So this is an era of prosperity, but also it kind of harkens back to sort of an Art Deco period. And you can kind of sort of see that in this particular piece here. It does kind of remind you of sort of an Art Deco, but it's a wonderful rendition of Lady Liberty there. But as I noted in a prior video, it's a very kind of a soft rendition there, because 1922 was the second year that the peace dollars were made, and it's the first year that they were done in low relief. Only a handful, about 35,000 of these, were produced in high relief, but most of those were melted down. And so very, very few of the original high relief versions, most were matte proof, exist and survive. But this particular piece is an example of the commonly struck peace dollar that you would find in circulation at the time. It's 38.1 millimeters in diameter. It weighs 26.73 grams, and it was designed by Anthony DeFrancisci, and very nice. Minted at Philadelphia. I think that's the only place it was minted. Rated edge, as you can see here, but there is a price on piece, and for me that price was $17. I consider that kind of a good deal at the local coin shop, and as part of getting developing relationships and the like, and that is kind of where it's at, and that's how you can get some of these bargains if you have the opportunity to acquire coins and precious metals at your local coin shop there. It's always good to develop relationships, indeed. But nonetheless, silver is quite an interesting metal, and typically with these silver dollars, they're 90%, so they have a bit more of durability, but they're also just fun, and they can be had for a relatively decent price and a great condition. Imagine, this is not seen, it's uncirculated, really. It's not seen any kind of activity, although other silver dollars actually have. They have character. You never know whose hands they could have been in or how many hands. But nonetheless, imagine being passed around in the commerce of the day as a silver dollar, especially. It's quite interesting. A dollar really meant something back then. So fascinating indeed. So I thought I'd share this little story about the peace dollar. It is a lovely design. I love the rays of light. In fact, this is sort of the silver rendition, I think, in some way, of the the St. Gaudens $20 double eagle with the rays harkening back. I think this sort of gives us an idea. It's a spirit of optimism that we saw with the St. Gaudens double eagle. And even though it's designed by a completely different person, I think it harkens to the ideas of peace and prosperity at the time. You can see the rays coming from the headdress there of Lady Liberty on this side, and the theme continues on this side with the rays of sunshine behind the perched eagle here, the symbol of strength, but also peace, because you don't see any arrows on this side with the eagle there. So can you put a price on peace? In this case, we can, and we have. And peace equals prosperity and solemn and peaceful calm. And I think that's what it's about. It's about being happy, prosperous, and this represents that spirit of optimism. So there you have it. Post your thoughts below on the peace dollar and silver. And I would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for watching, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.